Hi, I am Divya. Now we are at the poster session of the Atlas Week in Vancouver. And now we are going to ask some fun questions to our physicists that are presenting the poster. So come on, let's go. If you could pick one particle for Atlas experiment to discover, which particle would it be?
This one.
Which one is that one?
This A, which is is involved in my analysis. If it find it will beneficial for mine. It's a long-lived particle.
So I wrote my master thesis under that prime, so I would vote for that particle.
Dark matter particle, absolutely, hands down.
It would help be anything on the dark matter, dark sector, because I think that's the biggest open question. We have absolutely no idea what that is, what is the dark matter made of. So anything dark matter, I would be very happy to be involved. Yeah.
So if you had to have a blood tattoo in your body, which blood do you choose?
Good question. I think I would just go with Feynman diagram of the main Feynman diagram of the analysis. Like not too many colors and a bit dirty because you actually really need to know the physics behind it.
That's a cool one.
So yeah, the most simplistic of the analysis is this Feynman diagram. Yeah, I think everyone can say that it is the most simple part is this,
Feynman
diagram.
diagrams are beautiful.
My God, that was a hard question. Probably a plot like this one because my master's degree, the whole thing has been on plot like this. So it has a significance that's close to my heart. I've worked on plots like this the whole time, my whole master's degree.
Probably the tight, medium, and loose selections of the beak react and decay.
Is it here?
It's not on this plot, no.
If you can pick any physicist in the history of humanity to be your PhD advisor, which one would you pick?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Rutherford is a physicist at McGill, so we all feel like he'd be a cool person to work with. There's a lot of equipment at McGill that he used, so that's really cool to see.
That's cringe maybe, but I really like my actual advisor. I think Jean-François Arquin is a really nice advisor. He really listens to me. He gives me the advice I need and allows me to take breaks if I need breaks. And he's putting me on a really nice project, so I don't think I would change that.
Discerning points with the advisor.
I think it would be with the Feynman because, for particle physics, this is, especially maybe for the theory part, which is really, really difficult sometimes, it's probably the best choice.
Albert Einstein, hands down.
It would have to be Feynman because I really think he thought out of the box and he had a care of teaching physics in a way that was understandable and inciting curiosity. I think that's the job of a supervisor to really motivate you. I'm really lucky with the supervisor I have, but I think that's what supervisors are there for, to motivate you and give you insights and make you think. So I would say Feynman.
Wow, the famous. What is something surprising or unexpected about working in Atlas that has happened to you?
I went to visit Jerusalem. I didn't expect I would ever visit Jerusalem, especially not at 22 years old. But turns out I'm collaborating with the Weizmann Institute in Israel, and we went to visit them last year to do a workshop, and we got to visit Jerusalem.
The Atlas group is a huge group. However, only by one or two people it can have much results, and you can contribute to the Atlas program very large by your own power. So it's a very surprising part of the life experience.
Being able to run Python scripts on this FPGA board, which was amazing to see.
I met nice people. That was surprising for me because I didn't expect that it will be happen to me. Because from the background I have came. That's what people are nice. The people are welcoming, and I got to find a halal food for me today. So
If you could give an advice about being a physicist to your younger self, which advice would you give?
Stick with it. I know it gets hard, but it's really worth it at the end. That's the advice I would give.
I guess I would say in doing analysis, don't
rush too much. There will be a lot of people who want to like push analysis to go very fast, but it's important to like take the time to understand as much as you can.
I think it would have to be that to keep your abilities wild, because to be a good physicist, you have to be good in multiple things, on teamwork, on communication skills, on thinking out of the box, and organization, especially dealing with deadlines, working under pressure. So being a physicist is a really full role, and yeah, you have to keep in mind that you're not only doing theory or only doing one thing. You have to think abroad.
Yeah, don't stress too much and don't take it seriously. That would be my advice. Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
That can also matter. Thank you for joining. It has been awesome to have you here, and let's hope to see you again next year in the next Atlas Week.